The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
I don't know if it's really going to do anything for me, but there you go. Waterlogged ecosystems where land and water blur, creating rich habitats teeming with life, typically dominated by trees and shrubs, like cypress and mangrove. They may be freshwater or saltwater depending on their location. Their still or slow-moving waters foster biodiversity, supporting amphibians, reptiles, birds, and countless insects. Beyond their eerie beauty, swamps serve essential ecological functions. They filter pollutants, store water, and act as natural buffers against flooding. Often misunderstood as gloomy or inhospitable, swamps are actually vibrant, layered worlds brimming with resilience and mystery. Hello, listeners, I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X.
A pair of normal dudes.
Reading paranormal stories.
Mr. X, how you feel about swamps?
I guess I'm trying to find stories for this. I'm starting to think I don't actually know what a swamp is.
Well, as someone who spent a lot of time in Florida, I mean...
I was going to say, the Everglades, I think, are a swamp.
Yeah.
So I technically lived in a swamp B area for a few years of my life. I think it's fine. Kind of gross, okay. A lot of creepy things out there, but yeah, I don't think I've ever had anything spooky happen.
What does, let's see, definition of swamp?
Is that not what you just read?
An area of low-lying, uncultivated ground where water collects, a bog or a marsh. Okay.
Okay. Good breeding grounds for swamp things. Yeah, and mosquitoes, yeah.
For mosquitoes, any kind of creepy crawlies, frogs and toads and reptiles and fish.
And apparently creepy women.
Yeah, some creepy women. There's some cryptids out there. There's a few cryptids. Well, I think only one of my stories features a cryptid by name. But there are some that I do want to talk about.
Sure, you want to talk about them before we get into it or as we go?
Yeah, let's just play it by ear. Let's do it as we go.
Okay, all right. Well, who should go first? I like the title of your last story, so I think I'll go first.
Okay.
My first story is from the Paranormal Encounters subreddit posted 6 years ago by Quack Diddly Squap 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squap.
And it's titled Swamp Creature. And it goes, so my friend lives in Florida, and me and my mom and dad went to go visit him for the summer. And my dad was driving at like 1 a.m. and wanted to stop somewhere and rest, so we settled for a dirty old motel, but it was the closest we could get without driving through 2 other shanty towns. So we checked into it and went to our room. I couldn't really go to sleep. Sorry if I forgot to mention, it had a deep, dark swamp behind it, but you probably could have figured that out from the title.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I kept looking, and I could have sworn I saw 2 little eyes staring at me through the forest. Didn't unsettle me, I just wrote it off as fireflies or something, or a swamp cat, or something. But then they disappeared, and when they reappeared, they were closer to the window. Then they were closer to the window, then they went... Oh, fuck. Then they went away, and they came back and were closer. Okay. And the third time, they were right at the window, but they were at the top of the window. So very slowly, I grabbed my phone and turned on the flash, snapped a picture fast, and then before my vision had time to readjust, the creature was gone. And a few seconds later, I heard a roar like a bear and a lion mixed. I looked at the pic afterwards, and there was nothing, just a blurry picture of nothing.
Well, great.
End of story. Yeah, I'm so glad. Well, he doesn't even include the nothing photo. Like, maybe we could have gotten something
the
out
first
of there,
comment demands to see it.
Yeah, it says, "Can we see photo?" There's only 2 comments on here. Not a whole lot of engagement. Only 9 upvotes, but let's see. What do you think this might have been?
Oh, what do I think the thing could have been? The creature?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think
Probably.
stink ape is
Oh yeah,
roaming
skunk ape.
around.
That's one of
Skunk
the
ape,
creatures
there
I
we
wanted
go.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if we were gonna go with skunk ape, the skunk ape is a cryptid, a creature whose existence is not scientifically proven, rumored to inhabit the swamps and forests of Florida, particularly in the Everglades region. Now, if you want a description of this thing, is imagine a Sasquatch that lived in Florida, and that's really all you need. Like, typically described as large, hairy, bipedal, ape-like creature, ranging from 5 to 7 feet tall, covered in reddish-brown hair. But the odor is what is kind of what stands out here, because it's known for having a strong skunk-like odor, hence the name.
Yeah. I'm surprised this wasn't a theory from the OP here or any commenters. I will say the second comment doesn't give any theories either. I don't think. I really like the way the second comment was written. That's the whole reason why I picked this story. And it was the closest thing to Mr. E's suggestion, which this whole episode is one of Mr. E's suggestions. And I guess I should say we comb through Reddit mostly for these stories, because I think there's something extra funny about people on Reddit, because it's so like such a diverse ecosystem of internet users.
An amalgamation of minds.
Yeah, the storytelling structures change, theories change. Whereas, I don't know, I guess if you went onto like a website specifically about cryptid sightings, it would probably be a lot more, I guess, uniform in the kind of people that post on there. I don't think we get any just set 22s out in outside of Reddit. But yeah, I mean, the creature sounds tall. It doesn't say what floor of the motel they were on. Usually they're 2 stories. Possible that it's just a 1 story, but even then, I don't know. I feel like a window sits about like 8 feet?
I mean, yeah, close 7 to 8 feet tall.
Yeah, so it'd be a pretty big thing if its eyes were all the way at the top of the windowsill. Pretty convenient that this motel had broken shades, right? You can just see. That's not great for privacy, I guess. But okay, let's see what this second comment. I'll do my best to read it verbatim. Let's see. It's from Out of Order, spelled with a bunch of O's and stuff.
Yeah. Or zeros, rather.
Yeah, zeros. Last year, my son and my SO, was coming back from a 2-day trip in Florida, going home to Alabama. We was driving, talking about our horrible trip, and somewhere around the Alabama line, this creature comes out of the woods and was crossing the street with a shocked face like ours and takes off through the woods. I wish we had our dash cam on.
Well, what's the point of having one?
Yeah, why do you have a dash cam if it's not on?
I just forgot to turn it on today.
I love the use of was instead of is, like several times throughout this whole comment. We was driving.
Last year we was last year we was coming back from a 2-day trip to Florida, going home to Alabama. I see.
Yeah, we was talking about our horrible trip. Oh man, I guess Florida is to Alabama as Oklahoma is to Texas. I also like the little description of This creature was crossing the street with a shocked face like ours.
Yeah, a lot like ours. We were also shocked.
Now, is that, its face was also shocked, or was it a face like a human's face?
Oh, like a human face. I see what you're saying.
That was shocked, Or it was
just
like
a face like we, as in me and my SO?
Yeah. Or I like to imagine like an opossum crossing the street and it's like, ah! But
this creature comes out of the woods. I wish we had more information on this.
Yeah, I wish there was more of a description or something. Here, let's see what out of order. Yeah, it's archived, so we won't be able to comment or anything. It's also from 6 years ago, so
that's true.
Let's see, out of orders, little page here. Looks like a woman claiming. See if there's any other. There's quite a few comments on the paranormal subreddit. Let's see if they have any posts. They have a post on tax questions. They have a post on UFOs, just titled "Lots of Things Going On." It's since been removed, so I guess I can't see. In Backwoods Creepy, they posted something titled "I'm Just Stunned." Let's see how it starts. My husband and I guess she got married since our post here. My husband and I were on the way back home from Navarre Beach, heading towards the Alabama line. Sounds like they go into Florida a lot. It was storming really bad that night. As soon as we were passing Blackwater Forest, it slacked up a bit. We both saw Bigfoot.
Wait, did I say Bigfoot?
No, it just says we both saw Bigfoot.
Okay.
It's not capitalized or anything, but walking across the road. Wait, is this the story? Is this?
Oh, this is it. Well, maybe.
It just says husband. It doesn't say son or anything. By the time we saw Bigfoot walking across the road. By the time we were coming up on it, it was almost to the other side. He looked so shocked, like a deer in headlights.
Yes,
I think this is the story.
This is it.
I asked my husband if he saw the same thing that I did, and he agreed. I couldn't believe that we had seen it. A couple of weeks ago, we got sad news that our older woman friend that had stage 4 cancer passed away. What? Where's this going?
What?
Yesterday, her daughter updated everyone with where they were having all the memorial services, and one of the places just stunned me. They opened a restaurant, and it's called Bigfoot Crossing.
Okay.
Exactly in the area that we had seen it. So now I'm wondering how many other sightings. I mean, it's got to be quite a bit. Now I want to go back and check out the area more.
I don't know, folks.
Oh, man. Well, they didn't replace the word is with was at all in this story. So, in fact, they used a word.
Yeah, I like the idea that they wrote it perfectly the first time and then went back.
Yeah, I guess Bigfoot sighting in the swamps between Florida and Alabama. So that's so funny. I'm glad we got clarification that it was a Bigfoot. Okay, well, that was it for my first story. There wasn't a whole lot to it. So if you want to move on to your first story.
Sure. Can I tell you about a North American swamp creature?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to copy this image and then post it in media really quick. This is the Honey Island swamp monster.
What the fuck?
So the image that I sent you is way wilder than any other image of this creature.
Okay.
Most images just kind of show sort of a Sasquatch or like kind of a werewolf. What I have sent you, go ahead.
It's a bamboo, right? A baboon.
Oh, a baboon.
Yeah, there we go, baboon. Mixed with an alligator, I guess. It's got an alligator tail and like a scaled belly, but it also has like spiked horns on every limb.
Yeah,
like
lots of
several
horns on this thing.
all over.
This
And
thing
it's
is
killing a
covered in
pig
spikes.
in this image here.
Yeah, very unfortunate pig.
Or is that a hog? I can't really tell. It looks like it has tusks. But
So the Honey Island swamp monster is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Honey Island swamp in Louisiana.
oh wait, hold on before
just-
you continue. Mr. E commented on the image here.
Oh shit.
He called it a crocoboon.
Crocoboon sounds like a slur.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see.
Yeah, continue.
It's described as a large, ape-like humanoid similar to Bigfoot with gray hair, yellow or red eyes, and a pungent odor. While some consider it a local legend, others believe it is a real creature and part of Louisiana folklore. Again, most images of this thing are just a big ape. But I really liked this image way more. So
This looks like the cover of a metal album.
it does. Yes, it does.
Is
That's really fun.
this related to your first story?
It's not. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk about it.
Right.
My first story is it posted into r/backwoods creepy as of 3 years ago by Super Soup Sandwich.
Yummy.
Yeah, the title is Creepy Encounter in the South Carolina Swamps. And it reads thusly. I had a really weird experience in Congaree National Park outside of Columbia last winter that brought me to these kind of subs. It's a beautiful boardwalk that goes through the swamps and the cypress forests in them. If you look at the image, the story might make more sense. He's posted an image to let you know what, a boardwalk through a cypress forest might look like.
Yeah, this looks like the national parks in Florida as well.
I lived in Columbia, South Carolina, and frequented CNP, or Congaree National Park. CNP. So I'm familiar with the area. I often would jump the fence and walk the boardwalk at night, as it's super peaceful to walk the swamp and hear all the wildlife. They never have a ranger/guard there after hours, so I was always alone. Lots of red flags so far. Like it has, this has the tellings of the first victim in a horror movie. But anyway.
The opening sequence victim.
This is the inciting moment for the rest of the film. The last time I did this in October of 2021, I was taking my usual stroll with a flashlight in hand. I should mention, between the insects and frogs, the sound is loud. But then, it completely stopped when I was about a mile in. I heard what I thought was my wife call me from the trail ahead, but she wasn't there. I was alone, and she was out of town.
Wait, you're telling me this guy was married? Sounds like 15-year-old behavior.
Right. I don't know, maybe this 15-year-old was married. I don't know how things are down in South Carolina.
Sure. Yeah.
I then heard water sloshing to my right and saw nothing with my flashlight. I chalked it up as being tired and kept moving. Take a drink. The wildlife started up shortly after and everything was fine. Maybe 15 minutes later, I noticed it got eerily quiet again and heard swamp water sloshing to my left. If you're in a swamp, that's the only kind of water there is. Let's see. But this time, it was more deliberate? There's a question mark in that. Like somebody walking. I was in a thick portion of the cypress and couldn't see more than 20 feet in front of me. And then I heard my wife's voice again. Again, she wasn't with me and was out of town. Certainly not moving through a swamp at 1 a.m. I saw what looked like a human silhouette move between the trees for a split second. But it was off. Very skinny, pale, and taller than me at 6 feet. I noped the fuck out of there and ran almost 2 miles back to my truck and didn't slow down until I heard the wildlife again. Like I said, this is a boardwalk that's in a swamp in the boonies. Nobody is walking in the water at night without a light, or ever, and I don't know of any animal that big that walks in a bipedal pattern and have spent my life in the outdoors. I feel like I should add that I wasn't high or sleep deprived, I just like the woods at night. I was so freaked by this, I came to Reddit and dove into some of the stories on this sub as well as others. I'm convinced I'm convinced I encountered a crawler or Wendigo or something else that can mimic voices. There's no way some meth head was stumbling through the swamp miles from civilization that sounds like wifey. But then again, it was also South Carolina, and that's the story.
So a crawler, huh? I was wondering if we might see a Gisette22 comment on here, but
I don't see one.
I don't think she frequents backwoods creepy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, here it is. I found one. I didn't find this earlier. I didn't know it was here.
Is it in one of the replies?
No, is it? No, it's on its own.
Oh, man. I guess I don't see it. Oh, it's fine. What does she have to say?
Okay. Gisette22, welcome back to the show, says, yes, a crawler is a mimic, but it is also a demon. Yes, there are demons that live in the forest. Here is a post I posted about it. Total silence is also an experience a lot of people will report in the woods, after which strange things start to happen. There was a man who experienced this with other things. He said, quote, if you ever experience total silence in the woods, get the hell out of there fast. And then there's a link to that post.
I found it. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Of course.
Unfortunately, that post has been deleted by the user. And that user is also deleted.
Well, darn.
Yeah, but it is under the subreddit crawler sightings.
Here's my theory, all right? You're in the swamp, middle of the night, all right?
Yeah.
Gators are out there. You know, gators get pretty big, and wildlife will quiet down when a predator that big is swimming past. Yeah. And they slosh. I used to hear them sloshing in my backyard when I was living in Florida. So it's more than likely. Now, as for the giant pail thing you saw, maybe when you're swinging your light around, you just happen to catch a gator standing on two legs like you caught me.
That's not where I thought you were going with this.
Because their bellies are pretty pale. The thing can get up to like 12 feet long. So yeah, you just caught a gator on standing on two legs, and you missed that opportunity because you just hightailed it out of there. Could have, I don't know, gotten some photo evidence or something. It was 2021.
When alligators start walking around like people, it is a good time to run.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it's a good time to maybe make sure that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, you know how there's those lizards that when they run, they like get up on just their back legs?
Basilisk lizards.
Yeah, like they're sprinting like Tom Cruise, you know? Maybe alligators do that in the middle of the night when no one's watching them.
And we don't know about it.
Yeah.
So this little story reminded me of a relatively new cryptid from, I think the earliest mention of it is from the 1930s. Ooh. Maybe like 1940s. But it reminded me of the hide behind. Are you familiar with this?
Ooh, so the hide behind came up a couple of times when I was looking up stories. Okay. I think it might be in the comments of my next story here. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, so in my second story, one of the comments mentions the hide behind. But no, I'm not familiar with it at all.
You could find some videos that people believe they're seeing a hide behind, and like some of them are genuinely creepy. But like hold on, the Wikipedia says, nocturnal fearsome critter from American folklore that preys upon humans that wander the woods. It was blamed for the disappearances of early joggers, blah, blah, blah. As its name suggests, the hide behind is said to be able to conceal itself. When an observer attempts to look directly at it, the creature quickly hides behind an object or behind the observer, and therefore cannot be directly seen. The creepiness factor is that it can hide behind a tree that is smaller than it.
Hmm.
Right.
Now, did you say early joggers?
Yeah, that is what the
What-
Wikipedia says. Oh no, that
what
says
is that?
loggers.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, does that mean like joggers in the 1930s or like people who get up real early to jog?
Sorry, it says loggers. I'm just dyslexic.
Okay.
Let's see. Said victims, including lumberjacks and others who frequent the forests, are then dragged back to the creature's lair to be devoured. But
Ooh.
I don't know. I like the hide behind. I like the idea of it. It is genuinely creepy to me. But
But no,
just
yeah,
wanted to
this is
mention
the
that.
first time I ever heard of it. So
Let's see. Constant Hornet 4668 1 year ago said, "Bro, I saw the same thing. Congaree National Forest. Me and my girl encountered a tall, white, 6 to 7 foot, skinny, pale creature in those boardwalks."
I'm sorry, what? What was the username?
Constant Hornet. It's like the second comment.
You sure? Were you also walking around at 1 a.m.? 6 to 7 foot tall, skinny, pale creature. Okay, man.
I'm gonna leave a comment on that post that just says, "Does she also have a Reddit?"
Let's get some
Collaboration
confirmation
in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Constant Business 89. That's weird.
Wait, is this his girlfriend?
I don't think so.
Oh, wait. I just came here to message that my brother and his ex-GF saw something very similar. Is this his brother?
What? Is their
Oh.
last name Constant?
So the Constant Business is from 2 years ago, and then Constant Hornet is from a year ago. So maybe he came to like elaborate, but all he wrote was a 3-sentence comment.
Yeah. That's so funny.
This one's more detailed. So
Let's see. I've been trying to research, but only found this post and a story about the quote goat man, which honestly sounded like it could have been similar. My brother said that as him and his girlfriend were walking, it suddenly got fairly dark out of nowhere, and the strange being started darting at them, almost as if it were coming from all directions at once. Huh? He grabbed his girlfriend's hand and told her to put her head down, and suddenly it was at the end of the boardwalk. 7 to 8 feet tall, maybe taller, pale. He said it didn't have any features, really, but almost looked like how he would imagine Slender Man without the suit. He said it was almost iridescent in a way that reflected the moonlight off its skin, very fleshy, but very, very pale. It never spoke to them, well, and they put their heads down and ran off, but said the way it was darting at them was strange. What's a normal way to dart at someone? It'd be in his face at one moment and then to the side at the very next, like it was everywhere all at once.
Okay. That was... I guess I've never heard a story like that before.
Spoopy Poop 7 says, "The mind is a scary thing, can be your worst enemy." Thank you, Spoopy Poop.
Magical Bunny said, "You walk in creepy swamps alone at night? Brave. Maybe some kind of swamp fae?"
Have we done an episode on fae?
No.
No, we've done on leprechauns.
Yeah, which can be considered a fae.
Right. Hollow Planet says, "Sounds like a crawler."
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm sure.
All right. I mean, there's plenty of comments on here.
Yeah, this one I think had the most comments out of all the stories. Someone, a since deleted user just said, "Oh darn, didn't know Reddit had a section for spooky storytelling too." That guy must have been overwhelmed, hence deleting his profile. Okay. Well, all right. I already forgot my first story. I guess we have a possible skunk ape, right? And now here we have at least 3 people saying crawler.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. Crawlers haven't been described as, like, very tall, right?
I think they're lanky.
No.
Or at least,
I'm
from
probably
the
wrong.
images that you look up or whatever. But I don't know. It could also just be Ash from Dirty 22 and SideQuest Digest. hanging out in the swamps of South Carolina.
No one's gonna understand that at all. Well, Mr. E will.
Yeah. And Ash, I guess, if they listen to this.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, my second story.
Yeah. Do you want to read a short little stint about the next swamp creature I have?
Sure.
This is gonna go into media.
What is this little thing? Holy shit! Oh, what an adorable name. Okay, this one's from Cryptid Wiki. Cryptid Wiki. It's an article on the abominable swamp slob. The abominable fucking hell.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
The abominable swamp slob, sometimes humorously abbreviated as ass. It's a regional name for a group of Bigfoot-like creatures more commonly referred to as skunk apes. Described as skunk apes. The name is a derivative of the infamous abominable snowman of the Himalayas. Despite their humorous name, abominable swamp slobs, I'm just going to start abbreviating it.
Yeah.
Are featured in numerous cryptozoology books, including The Field Guide to North American Monsters by W. Hayden Blackman, The Complete Guide to Mysterious Beings.
You don't have to read all of these.
By John A. Keel, etc. Quick little description. Estimates of height range from 4.5 feet to 12 feet. Jeez.
That's quite a range.
The creature is naturally nocturnal and lives in wooded areas bordering streams. It emits an ear-splitting, nerve-shattering shriek. It apparently is not afraid of human beings and has been known to chase and attack. Seldom is it seen in the company of another of its kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that little guy, I saw a picture of that and I was like, man, I got to feature this one.
Let's see. There's other pictures that are just the skunk ape, which is...
Yeah.
It looks like an escaped orangutan. Honestly, the most famous picture of it. It literally looks like an orangutan behind some like palm fronds. All right. We'll have to do a whole story on skunk ape / asses. All right.
The ass episode. Release the ass episode.
Okay. All right. So my second story, I don't actually remember this one because I thought it was a much longer story that I sent, but I guess not. So here, from the Paranormal subreddit 5 years ago by R.P. Mulkern, titled Saw Something Today While Walking Deep in the Swamps of Massachusetts.
Descriptive title.
Yeah. So let me just start this off by saying I live inside the Bridgewater Triangle. For those of you who aren't familiar, it's a 200 square mile parcel of land in southeastern Massachusetts that is supposedly a mega hotspot for paranormal phenomena. Anyways, I like when they just put anyway, like it's not something they're typing up, like they don't have to, it's not like you're rambling on. Anyway, while walking deep in the wooded swamplands today, as I normally do, something I cannot explain happened. I've been visiting this particular area of the swamp where I found numerous, and I mean close to 15, deer carcasses in the late stages of decomposition, mostly bone. I decided today I'd cross this river into a spot I've never been. I stumbled upon a deer skull and picked it up only to put it back down in a different spot. Now, why are you picking up?
Yeah.
That's so unsanitary. As I did, I turned around to what can only be described as a black shadow shoot from left to right across my field of vision. After seeing this, I noticed the water beneath said shadow was now moving as if something just flew over it very fast, at a very fast rate of speed.
Oh, okay.
Immediately after this, my heart started pounding out of my chest, and I was overcome with a feeling of instant dread, almost like the air had gotten heavy. Needless to say, I was scared shitless and basically ran back through the swamp the way I came. Does anyone have any possible idea of what I could have witnessed? It scared me It says half to death, but it scared me half to death. And let's just say I won't be crossing that river alone again.
Good.
Okay. Now, as I said, the first comment on here from Galaxy Sauces says, sounds like the hide behind. The hide behind is a nocturnal, fearsome critter from American folklore that preys upon humans who wander the woods. It was blamed for the disappearance of early loggers. It sounds like they just copy-pasted what you read earlier.
Yeah.
As its name suggests, the hide behind is noted for its ability to conceal itself, or that's just what Wikipedia says. I wouldn't be much afraid of it if it ran away from you. Okay.
Okay, chill. First of all, we don't know anything about this poster.
Let's see, someone named Owl See You just said, no idea, but that sounds terrifying.
Great input.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You don't have to comment. Hey, folks, this is a PSA from me, Mr. R. You don't have to comment.
Yeah, if you don't have any insight, maybe just don't.
No one's going to make you comment on something.
Let's see, is this one archived? Will it let us comment? No, I guess it won't. You can't even like or anything.
Lame.
Damn. Because we could have added some insight. Maybe it was an ass. Just
could have been an ass.
Yeah, it was spooked and ran off.
A real skinny ass.
One of the short ones, not one of the tall ones.
Yeah. One of the 4.5 foot ones.
That is creepy, but I don't think they specified they were doing it during the night, right? Yeah, it just said
no.
Wait, where was it? I decided today. So they literally immediately went to Reddit for this. Take a drink.
Take a drink!
But it doesn't specify whether it was at night or not. I don't see why any rational person, even a Redditor, would go hiking in the swamp at night.
At night?
Not a good place to be doing stuff at night.
I could think of a couple better places to be at night.
This person, and I can see why they picked up the deer skull, because if you click on their the OP of this post, if you click on their profile, all of their posts are them hunting and showing off deer skulls.
Oh yeah.
I don't even see this original story on there.
Sitting in a lean-to, looking at some bones, some cow skulls. It does seem that they're just like a collector of bones that they find.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And
one of their most active subreddits is bone collecting.
Oh, well, that does explain it.
Oh, man. Well, I guess that's it to that story. Those are the only 2 comments on it. It was kind of difficult to find some swamp-themed stuff.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of engagement.
Not a ton of swamp stories. And the most realistic thing to blame is that not a lot of swamp people are posting on Reddit.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that show? The History Channel show of all the super rich bearded guys.
Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, Duck Dynasty. Or the equally great... I never watched Duck Dynasty. I can't attest to how good that show was. But a really great History Channel show was, I think it was called Swamp People. But it was about gator hunters in the South. And that show is actually very entertaining. Especially the guys from Louisiana who you can't fucking understand, like, at all.
It's great for TV.
If only they would have posted some stories on Reddit. But okay, I guess that's it for my stories. I do have something for the end, a few things I found swamp related.
Okay.
If we want to move on to yours, if you have another cryptid you want to go into.
I do have another cryptid. So this is the lizard man of Scape or Swamp. That's or as an O-R-E. I'm trying to see if I can get like a... Oh no, what have I done?
I should say, because I didn't describe the picture of the ass, but it looks like a little tiny figure with like a human face.
If you remember where the wild things are.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those.
But it's just
Let's
tiny.
See. The lizard man of Scape or Swamp is... Sorry, let me find it.
Wow.
In the folklore of Lee County, South Carolina, the lizard man of Scape or Swamp, also known as Lizard Man of Lee County, is an entity said to inhabit the swamp land of the region. First mentioned in the late 1980s, the purported sightings and damage attributed to the creature yielded a significant amount of newspaper, radio, and television publicity. Professor of Religious Studies Joseph P. Laycock described the media frenzy and subsequent cult appreciation for this and other similar claims as following a predictable, quote, chain of events, a strange sighting, media attention, more sightings, followed by visits from curious tourists and monster hunters. Researcher Ben Radford states that this is a compelling story, quote, but several important aspects wither under skeptical scrutiny. I just kind of like the way this thing looked.
Yeah, the images they kind of just depict like what you imagine from like Creature from the Black Lagoon or the Lizard from the Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
The quote-unquote proof, like the actual photos that people have of this thing are like nothing.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
It's literally just like a silhouette super far in the distance among a bunch of trees in a swampland. It's or like obviously like pictures of a guy in a Godzilla costume.
Yeah, some kind of mascot outfit.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how much. And I like how all these pictures are from like affiliated news sites.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
KATV or so on and so forth.
Yeah, if you've played any Mortal Kombat, this is Reptile.
Yeah.
The character Reptile. My last story was posted in r/cryptids as of 4 years ago by a deleted user, unfortunately. And it is titled My Encounter with a Rougarou, aka Louisiana Werewolf. Now, the Rougarou, I will say off the top here, a pretty storied lore that is, I don't want to say born from, but it is kind of toe-dipped in racism. So it is a sensitive thing to look out for. But this is an anecdote right here.
All right.
It reads thusly. So this happened to me a few years ago. I was visiting a friend's house in the Houston River area. That section of the river is pretty swampy, so we were frog hunting at night. It was a full moon, so it made spotting bullfrogs easier. Super tasty, by the way. That's in quotations, not parentheses.
Yeah. Who said that? His friend?
Which is weird.
Someone
Anyway.
over his shoulder as he's typing was like, super tasty, by the way.
Tell him it's
Just
super
added in.
tasty. Anyway, we're wandering down by the river when we heard a sound. Nope, that just says when we heard sound. All went quiet, not even crickets chirped. We heard dozens of frogs dive into the water. We knew then that something was very wrong. Then came a distant growl, like something evil from the other side of the river. We killed our Q-beams, spotlights, and watched in the direction of the sound. What I saw chilled me to the bone. It was like a massive wolf with patchy black fur, yet no visible skin on its head, only a skull with empty eyes.
Yeah.
It appeared to be locked onto other prey, so we shut our lights off and watched for a moment. Looking back, it was really stupid not to flee right then. It ran back into the woods and started running down the river. We decided to dip out and get as far away as possible. Edit. Because I can't reply to DMs that often, any YouTube channel or podcaster who wants to use my story is hereby allowed. However, this story must be unmodified and read, quote, word for word. Thanks for the upvote, guys.
And that's what we did with Heard Sound. So
Wandering down by the riverbank when we heard sound. You are welcome. First comment is the best comment, says, holy burritos, that's a freaky story.
yeah. 3 upvotes.
Not anymore, 4 upvotes. Mid-South Mystic says, if that really was a Rougarou, you're lucky you made it out of there. I wouldn't go near that area again without some kind of protective amulet or holy symbol. To which the OP replied and says, yeah, stay out of the woods at night. That was one of the few cryptid encounters I've had. I'm sensitive to this stuff. It is both a blessing and a curse to be the only voice to say that something's not right and to get the fuck out. Or GTFO.
Wait, what? What the hell does he mean?
No. I think it's like to know when something's wrong enough to get out.
Yeah, but I don't know, this isn't a horror movie. I think most people, when they get a bad feeling, leave, right?
Yeah.
I love this next comment from Snibe42. Just says, awesome. I used to live out there.
That's so awesome. So cool.
And then this next person, this was meant to be like a gotcha kind of comment from Resting Time Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
Always see what post they have, but it just says standing on all fours. Because how exactly do you stand on all fours? I mean, I guess like a dog stands, right? But
yeah, horses stand on all fours.
Yeah, but I'm guessing this is meant to be like a bipedal creature. But
according to lore, yeah.
But OP does just specify on all fours, laser focused on something upriver. We were downriver.
Oh, we were down wind of it.
Oh, downwind of it. Okay. Wait, so it wasn't even focused on them. It just...
No. It was laser focused on something else.
Maybe another group of Redditors that have a better story.
Oh man, they have so much karma.
This Carts Invader just said probably just a mangy wolf or coyote.
Yeah, coyote.
And then this person with sesquip. Oh my god, what does this say?
Sesquipedalian. Oh. Sesquipedalian.
Alien. Okay. Anyways, the last comment on here just says that's supposed to be a cursed human, not a cryptid. Which we've run into a couple times before.
Yeah.
Isn't the Wendigo said to be like a cursed individual?
So for anyone who might be confused by this, a cryptid is an animal, right? It's not a supernatural being. It is just an animal that has not been scientifically discovered yet, right? That's why it is suggested that Bigfoot is a cryptid, whereas like anything that has like laser eyes or can float off the ground or behaves in an unnatural way is not a cryptid, but like a cursed being or a ghost or alien or what have you. But yes, things that are once human and turned into something else, like the Wendigo, is not a cryptid.
Or a werewolf.
It's just a monster.
I guess that would make sense if its head was just a skull, that it's not like a living animal, right?
Right.
I guess that was the last comment. Did you have any Ask X or anything?
I have nothing.
Okay.
There were no Ask X's for swamps.
Any other cryptid, like swamp-related cryptids?
Other than the bunyip, no.
Ooh, do you want to read something about the bunyip?
Do you want to know about the bunyip?
Sure.
The bunyip is, I should say, first off, this is not an American thing. The bunyip is a creature from Australian Aboriginal mythology, often described as a large, fearsome monster inhabiting swamps, billabongs, and waterholes. It is a figure of both fear and fascination, with varying descriptions and interpretations across different stories and religions. I will send you a Google link to the images of this thing. Here you go.
Jesus. What the fuck am I looking at? These all look so wildly different.
Yeah. Every single image of this thing.
They
all have some stuff in common, sure.
I'm assuming it's the same lineup for you here, but the second image here from the Wikipedia
the illustration,
page,
yeah.
That's thing's wild. I don't even know how to describe it. Like honestly,
it's kind of like if the are you familiar with what was that called? The era of cartoons called Rubber Hose.
Yeah.
Right. So imagine if Walt Disney in the 1930s or 40s was asked to describe an eldritch horror. Like that's what we're looking at here.
Oh goodness. This little image that you posted here, it looks like a little dragon hobo, I guess. It's got
it does have a little sack.
Yeah.
Dragon hobo is so funny to me.
Is hobo an offensive term now? I gotta know if I
No.
can put that as the title.
Dragon Hobo is amazing.
Okay, let's see. When searching, just to close this out here, when searching for swamp-related stories, I did like a general search through all of Reddit, and this was the first thing that came up. I'm going to post it in the stories here, and this is just asking for general questions. It's from the supplements subreddit, and it's titled, what supplements help you feel like less of a swamp creature in the morning?
Okay. I think this is a segment I think all of the audience can get in on.
Yeah, let's just see. I'm not going to go into the body of the post because who cares? Let's just see what answers they might have.
Okay.
The first comment here is, see a sleep doctor or something before trying to fix it by supplementing. Maybe you have sleep apnea, circadian is misaligned, or etc. You know, got to figure out what to fix before doing the fixing. Sure, good advice.
That's
see
great.
A doctor. Second one here just says, mushroom coffee helps clear my brain fog. I mix it with my regular coffee in the morning.
Oh, good.
Let's see. Another person says, for me, it's 3 things. As you described, taking magnesium glycinate and
Glycinate. Taking magnesium. Oh, glycinate. Yeah.
Yeah, glycinate and L-theanine in the evening for better sleep.
Theanine?
Staying away from my phone and screens 1 hour before sleep and 1 hour after I wake up. Directly taking a shower in the morning. Finishing it cold and having a coffee/green tea after. You know, here's a question. Are you a morning shower person or an evening shower person?
So there's pitfalls to both, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you are a morning shower person, you do have to go to sleep covered in the day's gross.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if you're an evening shower person, you don't look good for the whole day. Like,
yeah.
My hair has to be in a hat if I am to take a shower in the evening. Because if I take a shower in the morning, my hair can look great. But if not, then I just have to wear a hat, shower at night, and then make my hair disgusting again by wearing a hat the next day.
See, my hair is not that easy to work with. So normally I just do nothing with it, but I prefer to go to bed feeling squeaky clean. So technically, because I work nights, I am a morning shower person, but that's only because it's right before bed.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. E did respond to that. He just said Monster Energy. Thanks, Mr.
Energy.
E.
Oh, well, thanks.
All right. Now moving on to my next one here. And this is probably going to be my last one, but this was the next thing that came up when looking up swamp-related stories. I'm going to post it there.
Yep.
And it's from the Ask Men Reddit titled, How do you guys deal with swamp ass?
Holy shit.
So see if Mr. E comes up with an answer for that. Let's see.
All the guys in my family sweat like beasts, and unfortunately, I got that gene. I'm constantly sweating, and more so in the ass region. I got so frustrated and embarrassed sometimes. How do I deal with it?
Wear tight underwear, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, there is antiperspirant deodorant, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like to get it up there is...
Well, they make full body deodorant now. You could just get spray deodorant. Let's see. Mr. E said, never go outside when it's hot. And if you do, just go swimming.
Anytime you have to go outside, make sure there's a place to swim nearby.
Yeah, make sure you're by a lazy river to get from point A to point B.
Have you heard about that in I think it's Sweden or somewhere in the more Nordic countries? People get off work and then jump into a river to get home.
I think you're thinking of Venice.
No. I better not see any fucking person get into any place, any water in Venice to get home.
Can you imagine, like, some guy in a 3-piece suit comes out of his office, of his briefcase, and just hops into a river? like either full on or he gets onto like a little inner tube to float down to get back home. Let's see. First comment on here on how to deal with swamp ass says, don't worry about it. Judging by this shit, there are women out there who won't even notice. What the fuck? What the fuck indeed, sea dude? Let's see. Someone else said, put foot powder on it. On and in your ass crack and call it a day. To which OP just responded, alrighty. Let's see. A girl here. Have you tried wet wipes? You could carry some with you and use them every time you need a freshen up.
No. Okay, listen, Treaty 915. You mean well. I promise you mean well. But the guy has problem with moisture in his ass. He doesn't need wet wipes.
Maybe if they're scented, like I don't know, like lavender scented or whatever. This is a real issue. That I guess I work with mostly men at night, and for some reason, for some God-forsaken reason, these guys, even when they wear belts, their pants hang halfway down their ass, and their ass is just hanging out. And you can smell them from like a mile away.
Oh,
so,
no.
I don't know. Maybe wet wipes would help. But
look, if the guy is stinky, then yes, like hygiene is important. But if he's worried about swamp ass, which is, I mean, like having a very, very soaked underside, I think wet wipes are going to do the opposite.
Yeah. Let's see. The next comment on here from a since deleted user, and it's probably because of this comment, says, I ain't gonna lie. I had horrible swamp ass and ass itch. The thing that made all the difference was a bidet. Being truly clean down there. I'm from the US, so bidet not the norm, but it made a world of difference.
I was wondering if you skipped a word just then, but it does say, I'm from the US, so a bidet not the norm.
Yeah. Ooh, someone here had a similar answer to me. Said compression underwear and or powder. Why
Absolutely,
not both?
powder. 100%.
Try the compression first. Assuming it's largely sweat, if it's ass juice, then bidet or wet wipes. Try bidet first. To which the OP just said, it's completely sweat.
It's good to know yourself.
Yeah.
Even on a very intimate level, but like, God damn it.
I've never been on that. Well, I guess I have. I used to go, one of my favorite things to do when I first discovered Reddit was just go on Ask Reddit and organize it by the most recent and just put a stupid answer on all of them or whatever. I tried doing this for Ask Men, and I couldn't handle this subreddit. But let's see, this next comment here from another deleted user just says, this comes up a lot here. A whole lot. Fresh balls lotion goes on like lotion, works like powder, available on Amazon. This is just an ad now. Much easier than trying to shake a bunch of powder into the air and hope some lands on the gooch and balls. Also, if you're hairy, shave or at least trim. All right, I'm going to end this here because it's turning into a different kind of podcast.
This whole episode's turning into something else.
Yeah. At least it wasn't the beginning of the episodes.
That's true. That's very true. If you've made it this far into the episode, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to do it for us this week.
Hold on. No, can we talk about that last thing? No, you don't try to throw powder up into your
air.
Balls. Just put it in your underwear.
Have tight underwear on.
What are you
and
talking
just pour
about?
it in.
This person doesn't know how pads work either, I bet.
I'm assuming this is someone from the Fresh Balls marketing team going into the well, before I finished that comment, I thought he was saying like you take some powder in your hand, throw it in the air, and back your ass into it just to kind of like see what sticks.
Objectively way funnier.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's going to have to do it for this swamp-themed episode. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This is really cool that you showed up. That's nice. If you have any paranormal stories of your own, you could submit them to us for this show in the comments or on our Reddit, which is PONDPOD.
Yeah, if you've been enjoying the show, you can catch us on some of our other shows, including The Dirty 22, SideQuest Digest, and Sequel Factory.
Woo!
Pretty much anywhere you find podcasts. But we've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, use some powder or something, man.
Yeah, throw some powder on your balls.
Until next time, stay tuned and stay fresh, please.
Stay fresh, please. Should be the tagline of
Get
a
rid of
commercial.
get rid of ass swamp for us, or swamp.
Get
ass.
rid of that ass juice.
It's so funny that the abominable swamp slop came up, and we end on
yeah, I didn't think of
swamp
that.
ass.
Yeah.
All right.